It's not live anyway. So. Afternoon, folks. It's Tom Numbers. So we're day 58. I've been doing a countdown with Trump's inauguration.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I've been telling them the numbers. 58 is his star, Ivanka, his daughter. That's where it all started with me, and Nisara. But I've got my buddy here again, Pat Cash.
Hello.
Wimbledon men's champion.
Catching up again, all the latest, aren't we?
Yeah, we've just been having a great chinwag about all things. So Pat, we'll look at him, and he's a living model basically, and he's still super fit.
Still got some abs though.
Still got
you
some
can
abs.
still see my abs.
Yeah, he's got
underneath
it all
my
there.
fat.
And so, how you been, buddy? What's new? Well, tell us about. Okay, how about this? We'll talk about Flanagan. You know what?
Yeah.
So you know what? When you're telling me this, as I'm hearing Flanagan's, I'm hearing the Australian guy in Cocktail with Tom Cruise, and he had that bar Flanagan's.
Oh,
Do you remember?
yeah,
Flanagan's,
could be.
the actor.
Yeah, we're talking about Patrick Flanary, actually. It's
Flanary, not Flanagan's. Okay,
Flanary. Yeah. Patrick Flanagan is Patrick Flanary was a scientist from the US. He's passed away, but he became prominent when he was in high school. He was like 13 or 12 or 13, and he had this science project at school, and he won the science project at school. Then he went to the state science project. I think it's from Ohio or somewhere like that, and he won the state science project for school. The next day, he says he remembers quite vividly that these men in black knocked at his mum's door.
Will Smith came along with it.
Yeah. So these guys in black knocked on his door. I mean, this is all on YouTube. So you go and look at Mega Hydrate, Patrick Flanary, and he tells the story. His whole stuff on him there, but he's not very well known. So what it turned out to be is that he invented at the age of 12, 13 the surface-to-air missile system. So we hear about it a lot now.
Yeah.
Missiles coming over, blows it up.
A 13-year-old invented it.
Wow. The 13-year-old invented this system, some radar system. Anyway, he got out of it. He said, I don't want to go into that sort of stuff. And he invented this stuff called Mega Hydrate, which that's how our conversation started. He said, let's get it. Yeah. So I'm taking this hydrogen water, I've got the unit, blah, 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 blah. And I said, well, mate, I've been doing this for at least 20 years. But I take Patrick Flanary's Mega Hydrates. You get powder or capsule, and you mix it in. Now, the benefit of the hydrogen water or this Mega Hydrate, it's negatively charged hydrogen ions in silica. That's what this product is. And there's a bunch of benefits to it. Obviously, it hydrates you. How does it hydrate you? It makes your cell membrane softer. So you've got your cell membranes, and you can see it on YouTube how these experiments. You look at the blood cells, and the blood cells are also stuck together, clumped together.
All clumpy, yeah.
Take the Mega Hydrate, take another blood test, sample half an hour later, and the blood cells are all soft and loose. So they're not sticky, they're soft. So the membrane itself can absorb. It's permeable. The hydration and the vitamins and whatever your nutrition you have can get into the cells, and more importantly, the toxins can get out of your cells.
That's brilliant.
Yeah. So that's how you hydrate. It's pretty simple. So I'm not saying the hydrogen water bottles don't work or don't work. I really don't know. I just haven't really tried them because I know something that's worked.
Yeah. And
you've
been doing it for.
I've been doing it for at least 20 years.
Well, look, so you live in testament.
And people say, I look pretty good. I think one of the things.
Well, you're going to be 60.
60 in a couple of months, and
is that an easy paper around this guy?
Yeah, I've been in the sun most of my life. I think it's just one of the things you got to take. I mean, we always talk about everything else we got to take, but it's really something interesting, and it's a very topical subject now of the hydrogen, and it's absolutely spot on. People, great that they're taking the hydrogen and getting hydrated.
Yeah.
Pretty as simple as that. So,
I'm going to get that because I didn't even know about it. I've had the hydrogen bottle, and it's running out, so I'm going to get another one.
Yeah.
And my mate Mark Atwood, he's got a wellness centre out in Ireland, and he, on his webpage, it's so simple, but he said hydrogen is what hydrates us. I was like, there you go. It's the clues in the word.
Yeah. Well, the other routine we talk about. They talk about in the morning. My morning routines.
Yeah.
So if you have the Mega Hydrate as well, if I put it with whenever I take my vitamin drink. So there might be a bit of mushrooms in there, a bit of vitamin C. Vitamin C.
Lion's Mane?
Yeah, Lion's Mane. There's Life Cycle is a really good brand. They have the tinctures. I'm sure there's a lot of other good brands out there. I might throw some boron in. I put some minerals. Fish oils are great, But in my juice, because I don't really want vitamin C, or usually it's magnesium ascorbate, because that's, first of all, it tastes better. But it's also good to have magnesium. Always put the Mega Hydrate in there. You put the orange juice, put Mega Hydrate on there, it'll stay fresh for days.
Really?
Days.
Wow.
Not just an hour and you think, oh, it's taste. Yeah, it takes for days.
Yeah.
So that's what it keeps the nutrition. So when you hear people say, and it's very true. Oh, you don't absorb all the minerals and vitamins with your vitamin tablets. That's 100% true. But if you take Mega Hydrate, it'll absorb into your cells because your cell membranes are softer.
Because the way you describe it, so basically, people's cells are hard, so you can't get in, and nothing, the shit can't come out, and all the good stuff can't get in. But with this Mega Hydrate, it makes it permeable, that's so simple.
Look, it's not what I invented. It's what I've read through.
Flanary. But you've been using it for 20 plus years.
Yeah, and the other thing that is interesting is which I'm putting you on to, is the hydrogen peroxide protocol. Yes. The hydrogen peroxide protocol is an absolute must. I've done this many years ago. Look it up. There's a PDF out there called the 1 Minute Miracle. It's an absolute must for people. Anything, just it's for general health, for gut health, clearing up skin, all sorts of stuff. I don't want to say what it does, what it doesn't. Read the PDF. You can get a free PDF, or you get it on Amazon. It's a little book. Half of it is the protocol explaining it. The other half is anecdotal. It talks about what's happened to the certain people, testimonials. So they're there too. Hydrogen and hydration. Yeah, it's a theme today, isn't it?
It is.
So it's a good theme that we're sticking with as
we've got to get our sunlight
stuck behind the lamp pole here at the tennis club.
There you go, pole behind. And you were saying as well about you put those drops in and it makes your orange juice fresh for ages.
Yeah.
Something else I was going to mention. So Pat's on these now, as well he will be. So he's got different Shungite stuff, but people know I do my Shungite and all that. But this is for Pat.
Yeah, thanks, mate. I appreciate that.
And what you can do,
I wouldn't mind. I'm looking forward to sleeping with this.
Sleep with that one.
I'm sure my girlfriend will like that.
She won't get jealous. It's quite harmless. But put it under the pillow, or next to you, or in the bed, or on the bedside cabinet. And this one, so this one you can put anywhere. But what you said, you could put this in the fridge. And this will keep your fruits and vegetables. So when I put one of these in the fridge last year, and it kept a pack of blueberries, and they were reduced in Tesco's. And I got them, and I put them, and I forgot them, and then I found them about a month later, and they were still pristine because they hadn't been opened out of the packet.
Okay.
And it's because it was in there with the Shungite. Blueberries, they deteriorate super quick.
Yeah.
But because of the Shungite in the fridge, it keeps your fresh produce.
Just put it in the fridge.
Yeah, just keep it in the fridge. Yeah. So this is great because you can put that in the garden. It's the garden part, but I put it in my pocket when I'm walking around. If I'm driving, if I've got like the Bluetooth on with the car, it kind of neutralizes the EMF. So that's what I do with that. But you can also put that in the fridge, and that would just leave it in the fridge, and it will preserve your fruits and vegetables way longer.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
No, I can eat them. I don't have to eat them so quickly.
No.
To buy them at the farmer's market, organic stuff. Thinking, it's going to go off in a few days. I better eat them and leave them there.
Are you into raw milk?
I don't really have milk. In my tea, I have a little bit in my tea, or a cup of coffee.
I've been having that. I've really noticed a difference with that as well. So I have unpasteurised butter, and I have unpasteurised milk, raw milk. I get that from a local farmer.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. Anything local farmers.
Yeah.
Not all that bovine crap that they're going to put in.
And I've also changed my saucepan. So I used to have just the usual Teflon thing, and
saucepans.
But now I've got a cast iron skillet.
Yeah.
And I've noticed a difference on that. Like the old one is in the drawer, and I think I probably should chuck it out because it actually smells. I didn't realise the smell of it until I come off of it. So it's just the nasty
It's always
chemicals.
good to get iron. Yeah.
Forever chemicals.
My girlfriend has one of those as well.
Yeah.
I can't cook anymore.
Well, I'm
She's
not a
better
great
cook.
I'm not a great chef. Well, I just
She's just
I have a
scraping
steak,
it.
I have a ribeye or a sirloin each day, and I'm on kimchi now as well. And sauerkraut.
Yeah. Any fermented stuff is great. Yeah.
Dr. Berg was saying about that. I was like, okay, I like that, and it just
Sauerkraut, mate. Sauerkraut.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with sauerkraut.
So what's happening with yourself? Like in the next, any big plans coming up in the next?
Nothing of any sort. Still working on my health products and health and wellness products.
Yeah.
Backwards and forwards and moving around. So we're just parking. We're moving. It's a bit like a butterfly. Some of these things.
Yeah.
You end up going in all directions and hopefully land on the plant at the end of the day. But we're at the beginning of spring now, so tennis season starts getting busy. So people will see me a bit more on the TV and various things. And
you were out at Australian Open a few weeks ago.
Yeah. Back in Australia. So got sick of the sunshine and the beach. Beautiful weather and the sunshine and the beach.
Came back to England. Although it's been great.
Today.
It's been great the last few days.
It's perfect today. Look at that. As we look up in the sky and there's a nice chemtrail.
This is up there. Yeah. Trump mentioned those the other week.
Oh yeah, he's talking about banning them. Florida banned them, I think. I don't know.
Might have done.
I heard
I'm sure it's going to be. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be all number of things.
Let's hope so.
And the RFK, the JFK, I haven't read it yet, but they've done. There's been a data dump of all the JFK files.
Oh, okay.
It was yesterday.
You see the documentary? I'm trying to remember what it's called, America's Conspiracy or something on Netflix, and it talked about it sort of an octopus of all these arms and legs and going off. And one of the most compelling things right at the end of the documentary was this guy who allegedly was a hitman.
Yeah.
Sat down with somebody and pulled out the JFK. This is a long time ago.
Yeah.
Pulled out the JFK assassination. And the guy who was there was sort of like, "Oh, I've seen this. This is a Brugger film." Yeah. He goes, "No, you haven't seen this one." He goes, "What are you talking about?" He says, "This is the real one. I edited it." And he said, "Look at the driver. What's the driver?"
That's what a lot of people.
And it's coming. So that's what I first heard about that, because everybody was talking about how the angle came and 9/11, the series 9/11, a rich man. Yeah,
you showed me that.
Guy almost got it.
Yeah.
He said they thought it was from the gutter.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I've been there.
It's interesting subject, but I think the bottom line is that people are awake now of what the governments are doing.
They are.
And what they've done and what they're doing. So I think it's not a bad thing if some of this stuff comes out.
Yeah.
And then we wake up a little more, maybe.
Exactly. You said about the shot of the Zapruder film. So there's the frame, because it's on TikTok. It's on an old film, and the actual kill shot is on 313.
Right.
And I know what the number for 313 is. So one of them is lift the veil from your eyes, which you said about people waking up. And also in Mar-a-Lago, Trump has a painting. It's a self-portrait of, well, he didn't paint it, but maybe he did, but it's a portrait of him. And he looks like he's, like Peter Davison, the Doctor, back in the day, Doctor Who. It's like a cricket jumper or a sailing jumper. So it's Trump's in this sailing regalia, but the title of the painting is The Visionary, Donald J. Trump. But you add that all together, comes to 313. And if you do John Fitzgerald Kennedy Sr., it also comes to 313, and the kill shot was on 313. And it's like, do something. And also, I don't know if I've mentioned this to you before, Pat, but my viewers will know, I get these synchronicities and codes from places, and it comes out in the ether, and I analyse it and tell people what it is. So one of the conduits I get a lot of messages is in the Daily Star newspaper. So it's the most kind of comical and meanish of all the papers, but they can get away with telling a lot of the truth. Mm-hmm. So I've had hundreds of these in the last 4 years, where I'd have had someone on my show, or I'd have spoken on my show, or I've had a conversation with someone that's awake, and we've discussed a variety of topics. And then they're on the front of the paper a day or two later. Now there's a nice subtle one with you. So I think it was on Sunday night, I texted and said I'll be up in the week.
Yeah.
The next day, and so we agreed, so today's the 19th, and Pat's here. So on the Monday, I'll have to send it to you, but on the Monday of the Daily Star, it was about St. Patrick's Day, but it said, it said Pat, and then it had a big 19 on there. And I was like, oh, that's a soft reference to I'm seeing Pat on the 19th.
Oh, there you go.
You know, but that sort of stuff happens all the time.
My day.
Yeah, yeah.
Good on the Irish, celebrating a week for 1400 years or something like that. Is
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Go to the Irish.
And Patrick in numbers, if you spell the word, Patrick is 78, and Kennedy's also 78. So it's quite interesting that the day after Jumping Out, we're going to release the files, and you know. So anyway, there you go. And 17th. 17 is an important number too, but the sky.
We're losing the sun.
We've got the sun there. So
time to go to the gym. Come on.
Where's the best way for people to find you, Pat? Are you still on Instagram?
The Pat Cash.
This is the Pat Cash.
Yeah, there was a fake one, believe it or not. I don't know. The fake ones can pop up.
There?
People think
he's not Central Casting, folks. He's the original. and did you manage to get back in your Twitter, or was they
I think I've got back into it, but yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah, that all sort of went down around the time the Australian election was going on, and I was getting quite outspoken. Coincidence, maybe. Yeah. Maybe not. So,
and also, hopefully you don't mind me saying, but if we've got some big hitters watching, which I know we do have, if you're interested in vitamins and supplements and you're a fan of Pat, I hope I'm not speaking out of turn, but large investors, get in touch.
Yeah, that's where we're going down that road at the moment. So we're creating some fantastic products.
Yeah,
so
he knows so much about cutting edge stuff, and he's got a great network of people that have been working with him.
I mean, experimenting in myself, from the early days, and that amino acids. When we know all about amino acid supplements and stuff like that, I was the first professional athlete to take amino acids. And
what amino acids do you use? Because I've been following Gary Brecker recently, and he's saying get that 9 amino acids. But what ones?
Oh yeah, always have essential amino acids. There's no point having branched chain.
And he was talking about methylated amino acids.
Yeah. There's all sorts of great knowledge, but there's a bunch of good brands out there. I do like Ben Greenfield's brand Keon. They're good. I do like Thorn. They're always good. But I'm sure there's others around. I just tend to stick with the ones I know. A couple, but it's worth investigating. But I certainly 1986, 85. I started doing the testing, and there was only one place in the world that did the testing. It was Atlanta, Georgia. So I used to get. I was living here, just moved here, and I used to get hair and urine and blood and send it over the southern
cycle. So you moved here in 1985.
Yeah.
And then 2 years later, hey presto.
Yeah, got a Wimbledon title.
21.
Yeah.
and I mentioned this before, but in terms of numbers, so when Pat wins Wimbledon, you can watch the footage. The match lasted for 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Did it? Okay.
And 2:45 in numbers comes to Thomas Sidney Bushnell, which is my name. So I was like,
there you go.
I see these things, and I was like, my buddy's like, there he is. I didn't know, but I didn't know even at the time until I looked, and I was like,
there you go.
I know what 2:45 means now.
I won on your time.
Nice one, buddy.
Good
Great
to catch you up
you,
again, mate.
Yeah, nice one.
We'll catch you again.
Thanks a lot, folks. Links are below. Also, as well, just one shout out. So when I did the show with John White yesterday, it's the pre-launch, so get it because you're getting $80 off of your piece of kit. But my discount code TOMNUMBERS at the checkout, it seemed like some people were having a problem entering it. There is a code there anyway. Well, that will work because so you just use my affiliate link and it will go through anyway, so you still get your $80. So if you can't put TOMNUMBERS in the checkout part, don't worry, because I had a few people email me. Don't worry, just go ahead and order and you'll be right as rain and everything's still good. So, all right. Lots of love, folks. I will see you tomorrow. All right. Take care. Cheers. Bye.